Hello, I'm Van Ellison, the president of St. Matthew's House, and we're here to share with you today a little bit about the story of St. Matthew's House, but really the untold story. This isn't just a story about residents, people who stay here with us, but about how their families are impacted, how our entire community can be transformed by the ministry and the care and the love that happens at this place. Welcome to the story of St. Matthew's House.
This is one of multiple facilities that our son Nick attended. Reverend Van, who is the director, has a strong religious base, and the overtone at St. Matt's is one of religion, and it feeds down. It's a ripple effect through the entire organization, through the clients, and it's just a good atmosphere. Nick got off track probably when he was around 14 or 15. Maybe it was peer pressure. I really, you're always, as a parent, trying to get a handle on it, what's causing it, You're always wrestling with enabling and detachment. Those are two concepts that when somebody goes astray, you never heard of the concepts before, really, but you get to understand them pretty well. Enabling, you're always wrestle with the fact that are you enabling by giving them too much freedom? The detachment, when do you finally let go? He ran with the wrong crowd, and he started, getting into bad habits, and the drinking led from one thing to another, and, it ended up over like a 20-year span. It affects his brothers, it affects his sister, it affects everybody. So all the relationships are different when you have somebody in the family that has an addiction problem. And you learn to love the person and hate the disease, and you have to get that through your head, that they're not all the time doing it intentionally. They've got a problem, they've got a disease, and you deal with it. But is it easy? No. Like I say, with Father Van at the head of the ship here at St. Matt's, there's a religious overtone that prevails and works. St. Matt's just seemed to have the whole picture together, and they have a transition program to where there's affordable housing, 46 units called Wolf Apartments that he attended, and he attended that for 2 years. So I think that was a huge reason for recovery. And the other facilities never gave him the sobriety that he's experienced now. They were good. He'd come out, and sometimes he would last, a week, a month, maybe even longer sometimes. Until the compulsion came back, until he used again. If it were not for the donors, and there's many, many, many donors, that they wouldn't be able to pull off all the things they do. Who knows what Naples would be like without St. Matt's, because they do a tremendous, tremendous job for the community.
Hi, I'm Nick Colosmo, and I'm here at the St. Matthew's House in Naples, Florida. I'm out here in the bicycle rack, which to me represents a newfound freedom that I found when I was at the St. Matthew's House. I'm an ex-resident of here. I've got about 6.5 years clean now. But when I was a resident here, these bicycles here took us to church. They took us to find a job. They took us to go out to the community to reach out and to change our lives. I didn't have a driver's license. I didn't have any transportation. And the St. Matthew's House is available for people that want it, not that need it. If it was for everybody that needed it, we wouldn't be able to move in here. Years ago, when I was in the Collier County Jail, I got to know Van Ellison. And at the time of my life, I knew when I was ready to change, because when I was in that most pain in my life, what did I reach out to? I reached out to prayer, I reached out to meditation, I reached out to people like Van. And Van had then since come to the St. Matthew's House to be the director over here. And I knew that if I could write Van a letter that he would listen, and that he would be available, because he's available today. The St. Matthew's House is available today like I am available today. I'm not the person that I was that I walked in that door, because the St. Matthew's House taught me that there's a new freedom from active addiction. There's a new freedom from Nick, that I don't run the world. That God doesn't wear a watch, and that things will work out if I just be patient, have patient endurance, and do the next right thing in my life. Things will change. Van, Ozzy, people that are affiliated with this program, the monthly donors, the residents, When I came through that door, the first time I came through that door, I felt comfortable here. I slept on the floor because there wasn't a bed available. They didn't turn me away. And even sleeping on the floor, I just felt like I was already saved, you know, that there was a place for me and that it was possible for me to change, to not drink and not drug, and to be about the solution and not about the problem, you know, and this place gave me that opportunity just for one day to make a difference in my life. The St. Matthew's House has helped me change my life. I mean, you know, I stood here 6.5 years ago, broken, homeless, no shoes, you know, no money, no place to go. The drunkards didn't even want me around anymore. You know, that's where I had gotten. The drunkards and the alcoholics and the addicts and the criminals, they didn't even want me around anymore. And the St. Matthew's House took me in their gates. Immediately I felt freed. I mean, wow, you know. Thank you, St. Matthew's House. Thank you of people that donate to the St. Matthew's House. Thank you for the staff. Thank you for the residents, because they're the ones that really teach each one teach one. Here's what I did. Here's what works for me. Here's what doesn't work for me. You know, so thank you again, St. Matthew's House. Amen.